Hello, my lovely, charming Gemini friends. This is your August 2017 Celtic cross reading. Welcome for those of you who are new to this channel. I'm your Empress of Wands, here to give you guidance and insight with the tarot cards. If you like this channel, remember to subscribe and share and leave me comments. I love reading your comments. And if you want further insight pertaining to you personally, to you specifically, I offer personal readings and also past life regression sessions. So lots of good stuff that you can access from this channel. So now let's get into it, Gemini. August for you, to see what energies are coming in, to see what obstacles there are, to see how you can make the most of this month. Okay, Gemini. All right. Gemini, let's see. Just shuffling a few more moments. Just a few more moments here, Gemini. Make sure. And a lot of people were commenting, why do you flip the cards the wrong way? It's not the wrong way. This is the right way up for the cards. And I shuffle them like this and flip them over. So it's all programmed. It's all, everything is done very purposefully, okay? All right, so here we go. Gemini, August. Gemini, August. Gemini, August. Give me some clear insights. Celtic cross 10 positions, 1 to 10, everything clearly defined. Give us those messages for August, Gemini. Okay, we're here. Let me see. Let's see what's going on. First two cards are out. The others I will reveal one by one, Gemini. Okay, here we go. Okay, Gemini, you've got two major arcana coming out already. Right off the bat, look at that. You got the Hierophant and the Fool. Those are two very, very opposite and different energies. So what I'm getting here is right now, the theme for August, moving forward into August, it's time to commit a little more. But your charming, flirtatious, free energy, the energy of the Fool, is on top of that. So there's this push and pull, commitment, freedom, okay? So as you know, Gemini, you always see both sides of everything. You have the ability to do that. See this side and see that side. So I think this is going to be a theme for you. Do you want to commit? Should you commit? Be more stable? You know, say, yes, I'm committing to you, I'm committing to this, putting down your signature, or are you like, oh, look at this is interesting too, and that's interesting too, and just staying free and not bound, because this is very binding and the Fool is very free. So I think it's keeping that balance between those two. And sometimes you do have to make a decision, Gemini. Sometimes a decision has to be made. But let's see what else is in the picture here, and maybe we can develop a little bit of a story here, Gemini. Underlying force, underlying theme, Knight of Swords reversed. So no wonder you're thinking, okay, I really need my freedom, because the Knight of Swords reversed, I got the distinct message that you do not like being held back or slowed down in your endeavors. And that's a little bit of what was happening maybe. Because look, right now for you, I'm seeing like this wild chase for freedom, this need to break free, to move forward, to gallop, to jump, to move into what you want at your speed. Look, air. Because this person, sometimes for me, he's crazy and jumping into things. Sometimes he's just very, very enthusiastic and focused and knows exactly where he's galloping to. And I believe that pertains to you, and because it's reversed, you just don't want to be stopped. No one can stop you, Gemini. And you know, my moon is in Gemini, so I'm like this too. And I always see two sides of things. I have that ability as well, like you do. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. Recent past, Wheel of Fortune reversed. That ties in with this theme a little bit. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune reversed means that I say in the last little while, You've had the feeling that you were a little bit on a downturn. You might have had the feeling you weren't that lucky in all aspects. That things have been on a roller coaster and sometimes a little too much up and a little less, no, sorry, too much down and a little less up, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is always this card that shows things moving. Things are moving. And then when it's reversed, it's like things are moving but in the wrong direction, or that positive movement is slowed down. Because look, this is like life goes in cycles, right? Life always goes in cycles, and on the up cycle, it's, yeah, we want to slow down and stay there, and then boom, go really fast through that down cycle. And the Wheel of Fortune right now, I just had that impression that when things were a little difficult, when you had obstacles, maybe it was going too slow for you. You were staying in that place for too long, and then maybe the good phases moving through them too fast. You know what I mean? So that is what I'm getting for the recent past. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, the Knight of Cups. Gemini, Knight of Cups upright in the position of your expectations for the month of August, your visualization, that what you're drawing towards you, and that is excellent. Absolutely lovely. The Knight of Cups is absolutely a romantic suitor. Okay, that's the first message that I got, the romantic suitor. You're drawing love towards you. People who are in love with you, people who want to flirt with you, people who have a crush on you, man crush, woman crush, love crush, all types of people who just want to be near your bright and bright and movable and exciting energy. All right, so you're expecting August to be full of this energy, all right? Full of the energy of people wanting to be with you and having a good time. This card is all around positive, okay? So I think you actually you're moving into August with an open heart. With an open heart. This is really good. Excellent, excellent. I love it when a good card comes up in this position, because this is a position of the law of manifestation, the law of attraction, right? Attracting to you what you emit, and you're emitting this vibe. That's brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Next one, the Emperor is coming up. And this is the energies moving forward into August. So this is the near future position, right? Past, present, and the overall energy for August here, near future. And the Emperor has been coming up a lot lately, and I'm liking the Emperor. I'm liking the Emperor recently, and in this position he's been coming up. So this is positive, okay? And this means that you are going to take responsibility. You might be forced to do it, but you know, Gemini, embrace that. Embrace that, because the Emperor is in control. And he's very responsible. And I feel this is you. I don't feel this is another person. Okay, if another person comes up like the Emperor, dun dun dun, then sometimes it can be a bit daunting. But I got the distinct feeling this is you, perhaps, you know, embracing the Hierophant. Because look at the similarity here. The Hierophant or Hierophant and the Emperor, do you see the similarity? Both are establishment. Both are rules set into stone. Both are very solid. Both are very committing and very responsible. So you having this as a theme and kind of also, you know, wanting your freedom, not wanting to be tied down, it looks like in August you are going to make some commitments. You are going to do that. You know, and perhaps it's the energy of love that you're really feeling, that you think, okay, I can do it. I can be a little more responsible. I can make a commitment. I can be strong. I can be there for others. So this is really good. So I don't know if you're ready for this. Sorry. Oh, I got something in my eye. Okay. So if you're feeling ready for this or not right now, I think this would be a good move. It would be a good move, and you will have the opportunity to make that move. So let's see, let's continue here. It's looking good. Gemini, it's looking really good. This is what you don't want. King of Wands reversed. You don't want to, I would say, embody the negative attributes of a fire sign. And you know, Gemini, you have a lot of fire. You do have a lot of fire in you. But the negative attributes of a fire sign are temper tantrums, getting out of control, being a little bit bullyish to others, exploding, being too brash, and you don't want that. You don't want that in your life. You don't want to be like that. You don't want other people to be like that. So any energies pertaining to too much fire, too much explosiveness, not enough control, maybe a person who is, you know, being like that to you with the qualities of a fire sign, not necessarily a fire sign, because I think it's too limiting to really, you know, see these court cards as only those types of fire signs or zodiac signs, because a lot of different personalities take on the qualities of a sign in that moment in their life. Okay, so the negative qualities of a fire sign, that's what you don't want. So if there's someone in your life that's like that, then, you know, you don't like it. You don't like it, and you would be best to kind of free yourself from that. And maybe they bring out that in you, you know. They start fighting, you fight back, something like that. So you don't want that. You don't want that energy. Okay, next one. Here, I'll show you the cards again. Here we go. This is outside influences. 5 of Swords reversed. Okay. You know what? This is reminding me a little bit of this. King of Wands reversed, 5 of Swords reversed, because this is also a card of someone bullying others. Okay? And this being reversed right now is telling me is that it's even stronger, and it's also something that you really don't want. You don't want to be bullied, and you don't want to be put in the position of bullying. It's very strange. I'm kind of getting this both sides of the coin feeling here for these two cards. So I think that hangs together. This is hanging together. So I do believe, Gemini, in August, you know, you're kind of like saying, I'm not going to put up with this anymore. I'm not going to put up with the crap of the bad fire sign, you know, the arguments, the fights, the overwhelming, you know, controlling attitude, the bullying. You see, look at this upright. He's mean. He's like taking from the others, and they're like slinking away. So you don't want this energy anymore, and you're not going to put up with it anymore. So in August, if you encounter these types of situations, you just don't want it anymore. It's like, no, you're done with that. So, you know, if you know what I'm talking about a little bit, don't let it come to that. You know, prevent it. Don't be put into this position. And on the other hand, don't be put in this position where you have to be so defensive and fight back, and then it escalates in you kind of looking like the mean one. That's somehow what I'm getting here, all right? So, time to get rid of this energy. Okay, let's see. Page of Wands up. Okay. Okay. This is really interesting. You see this? You see these two cards? Oh, you can't see it. There. Here. King of Wands looking down, reversed. Page of Wands looking up, upright. So this is what you do want. So this is a strong theme for you. This is what you do want. You want to be active, fiery, bright. You want the fire. You want the fire this month, Gemini. Because Page of Wands is a beautiful, positive fire energy, as this is like the negative one, which you don't want. This is the position of what you don't want. This is the position of what you're striving for, what you do want. So I think you absolutely want to, you know, tackle everything with passion, with positive words, you know. Look at this. Telling people what it is that you want, making announcements to the world. So this is really good. This is a beautiful motivation. And look, the interesting thing is these two cards make the law of attraction work for you, and you have very good cards in that position. This is what you're expecting. Okay? Love, lots of love, beautiful energies. And this is what you want. Fire and passion and boldness, openness. So with that type of attitude, you know, things are going to work out really well. So now the energies, the overall energies here, Ace of Coins reversed. This is interesting. This is very interesting. So I actually see this. I see this theme and this theme as coming together very closely. So Ace of Coins reversed. I see this as you being responsible, you know, making your position known, taking responsibility, committing, but not being bogged down and not being forced to make a commitment that you don't want. Okay, so I don't see this as negative either. The Ace of Coins reversed is you saying in the end, look, this is like, oh, okay, let's get married. Okay, let's buy this property and put down our roots right now. You know, oh, this is a new beginning of stability, of which can be good, but sometimes it's not what you want. And since I have such a positive feeling of you, you know, really knowing, seeing you want freedom, but you also want to commit. You will take responsibility, but you're not gonna be pulled into something that you don't want. Perhaps bullied into something that you don't want. Perhaps being kind of maneuvered and manipulated into something that you don't want. So this is an interesting twist on this, Gemini. Okay, and I see this as you standing strong and being yourself to the point that you want. Okay, because sometimes we can be forced into this, you know, thinking that for some reason you have to get married, you have to say yes, you have to sign that contract with someone, you have to take that job offer because you're making more money that way. You know what I mean? Things that seem, you know, from a societal point of view, like proper and logical and you should do this, and you feel the obligation, you know, a great gift of stability brings great obligation too. And that's where your discernment here, your discernment, how far you want to commit, comes in, Gemini. And I don't know, I have the feeling, look, this is good. And this is really good. So Gemini, you know what you want. You know what you want. So keep this as it is. And don't let yourself be coerced or forced or like cajoled in any way into a bindment, into a binding contract that you don't want. That's what I'm getting here. And I think you're going to do just fine. I think this month is going to be really, really good for you. Take a look at this again here. Take a look at this. All these beautiful cards. So this is the lights on this a little bit. These beautiful cards. So many. Look, 1, 2, 3. Really good major arcana right here. The beautiful. You got knights. Look at this. This knight and this knight in opposition. The two ones here in opposition. Showing. I mean, these are strong cards. Gemini. The Fool, the Hierophant, and the Emperor, they know what they want. They really know. All three of them. The Fool knows exactly that he's not going to be tied down. He trusts that his step off the cliff will make him fly. The Hierophant knows that his commitment will bring him stability. Okay? The Emperor knows that he has control over everything. So these are your energies, Gemini. 3 beautiful, beautiful energies. And of course, because they're majors, you know, the Wheel of Fortune reversed here, you know, you knowing that you don't want this anymore. You know, you're going to be on an upward roll from now on. But with these 3 cards and these 2 cards specifically right here, ending in you just staying strong. And as long as you know what you want, Gemini, as long as you can figure out what it is you really want, not let yourself be pulled in all these directions, and I think you're going to do really well. You're going to be able to say no to this, or do it up to the point to which you feel comfortable with. and then I think you're gonna have a good month. So interesting, very interesting here. Very, very interesting. I like it, Gemini. I like it. I think you're gonna have a good month. So let me know what you think. Put some comments down below. Maybe later in the month, it'll be interesting to see how this panned out. And again, if you're interested in more information, if you like this, a personal reading is so much more detailed and pertaining to you exactly. And that's why the tarot is so fascinating. You know, you can ask the tarot cards anything. And you can even look into other people's motivations. I can do a Celtic cross spread, taking your employer, for example, your employer as a significator, and I can see exactly what he's thinking and what he's going to do. So, you know, there's no limits to what the tarot can show. It's really great. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I love doing this work. It's my favorite thing to do. And I hope you got a little something out of it. Natasha, your Empress of Wands. Have a good, wonderful, and magical August.